Welcome back to Voices for KERN. My name is Dylan.
My name's Desiree.
My name's Victor.
And I'm Joe.
We are episode 9.
That's good.
It's my first time doing the intro.
That's good, huh?
Yeah. Right. So Desiree, this is actually your first time being on a podcast.
It is my first time being on a podcast.
You want to tell us a little bit like who you are?
Yeah, so, well, my name's Desiree. I'm originally from the Bay Area. I lived up there for like half my life. Then I moved to Stockton for a few years, and then I went to Bakersfield like right before high school. So I went to high school and college in Bakersfield. And here I am at Time for Change.
When did you join?
I just joined like a couple months ago. So one of my friends, Yaya, actually invited me. So it's been lots of fun. Yeah.
Nice. You like it so far?
I do. I love it. It's really fun getting involved in the community, making new friends, and being a part of positive change, man.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
You must have ate your Wheaties today.
Huh?
You must have ate your Wheaties today.
I had Cheez-Its today.
Awesome.
and a fruit roll-up.
That was your breakfast?
Yeah, Cheez-Its and fruit roll-ups. What are we here to talk about today, Dylan?
So today we are here to talk about, I guess our topic is going to be about like college life, what college does for you. I guess kind of more about the lifestyle of college, and just kind of more like how it affects your mental health, how it gives you like the ability to like socialize with other people. Because college life is like it's just like a whole other lifestyle to me. I love being on campus. Sometimes I just go to campus just because I got to meet with my friends. I don't know. Like, what does college life mean to you guys?
To me, I think it's more about socializing as well, connecting with people, networking. I've met a whole ton of people in college. You know, I wouldn't have met Time for Change if it wasn't for college. I was actually at a club. It's called Lupe, Latinos Unidos para Educación.
Come on.
And so Time for Change came in and they presented. So it's all about networking to me and just making connections.
Networking is a big one.
Yeah, I honestly want to add to that. Like in college is where I met a lot of my really good friends. And I feel like when you're in college, we're all kind of there with a common goal, common mindset. And it's like a little town within the college. Like you eat there, you study there, you go to gym there. Some people live there. Like it's a whole community. It's a college is, yeah, it's cool.
College. The first time I went to college, the very first time, I spent all my time in the piano rooms learning how to play and produce and not in class, and I failed miserably. So I was paying to fail miserably. Isn't that a wonderful memory? Not so much.
You live and learn?
Yeah.
You say you got the best out of it, like the college experience, maybe, or
Not the first time.
not the first time?
No, the first time was terrible. And reason being is because I just went because everybody else was going. I didn't really have any direction. I didn't really have any
But that's
plan.
exactly where you go, because you kind of maybe some people just go just because people want them to go. They don't really know what's going on. It's like a place where you go to learn about yourself and like your goals, your mindset, and I guess
It's not the only one.
well, yeah.
I think it's the American stereotypical
That's
thing.
the
is
reason
like,
why.
This one, but there's
Yeah.
many things you could do. Like I could have went to like trade. I could have went to go work. I could have
True.
went. There's many ways to find myself. I think
Yeah.
America has this construct of how everything has to be done. But then later on, when you get to like your 30s and stuff, you have all these different stories about how people got to where they're at. So I think from maybe like a younger point of view, it's like I have to. But then when you get like a little older, you kind of look back and be like, oh, there's multiple ways to approach a thing. So some of us went to college before we were ready. Some of us, like Desi, she just graduated.
Yeah,
I
did.
don't have that story, right? I didn't get my master's until maybe like 6-7 years ago, you know? So, and before that, like I said, originally the first time I went, I was just learning how to produce and do music. And that's the only reason I was there, but I wasn't there for my schoolwork. So I didn't really want the people to like give me the paper and be like, he's certified. I just wanted to learn how to do it. And it was kind of a waste of time and a waste of money for me to do it that way. So I actually learned a valuable lesson. So it's kind of cool. We have all these different
I mean,
experiences.
I took a gap year. So right out of high school, I was like, because in high school, I didn't even want to go to college. I was like, bro, I don't need to do that.
What'd you want to do? What'd you want to do?
I want to be a rapper.
Bars.
Nah, not for real. But then,
SoundCloud rapper.
The University of Flows?
yeah, for real.
Let's
like,
go.
I'm not gonna lie. But and then like for a while, I mean, you know, when you're growing up in the streets, you're like, okay, I'm probably gonna end up in prison, or you know, for me, my ultimate goal, I was working at Walmart right out of high school. I was like, dang, I made it. I was like, I made it, bro. Like, I made it. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, I'm going to work up to be a manager. But then I started working there, bro. And then that's when I moved over here to Bakersfield. And I started working at Denny's and Panda. And I was like, I don't want to work 2 jobs my whole life. This is too much. My girlfriend had just applied to college. So I was like, let me do it too.
Mm-hmm.
And from then on, bro, it's crazy.
Come on.
It's crazy.
And with the BCB,
Yeah,
too.
supporting. I graduated this year, too, from BC. So
I think it was a woman of great wisdom by the name of Kylie. Shout out to Kylie.
Shout out to Kylie.
She's a philosopher. She said something about gap years, and he just brought it up. What did Kylie say about gap years, man?
So gap years, I guess in America it's like there's kind of like a stigma around taking gap years. You're like so peer pressured into like going to college right after high school, figuring out what you want to do, and like just kind of like
yeah,
kind of crazy.
I see that now too because I work at East Bakersfield High School. So you see like the kids like, oh, I have to go to college, or like they think they have to go to a CSU, and I'm
They
like,
ain't never in class either.
like, yeah.
Every time you see them, they hanging around the cafeteria, hanging around. I know you got some classes anyway.
That's how it was
Go,
too.
sorry.
But I mean, that gap year really makes you. It lets you see the real world. Because before then, I was like, $100 was a lot to me, bro. I was like, dang, $100, I'm balling. And then you start working, and then you start paying bills, and then you start saying, okay, this ain't enough. This ain't gonna cut it. So I think that gap year kind of played a big role into what I am now because it gave me a time to really see what the world was like, what it really was. Because in high school, you're thinking about your friends, what people think about you.
You want to go to the same college all your friends are going.
Yeah, so.
Like,
And
What
then,
about Europe though? In Europe, they do
Europe, so like it's like a lot more acceptable to like take a gap year, take like your developmental time to kind of figure yourself out first, and then kind of go in college, so you can like I guess like speed run it and just like get your stuff together and just kind of.
So that's normal in Europe?
That's normal in Europe.
Bro, I'm in the wrong country. I would have been a hero in some other country. This guy took 7 gap years.
back to back. he went one semester, went to school one day, and then missed.
That's hilarious. Desi, I want to ask you a quick question before we keep going.
All right.
You're one of those that jumped in, stayed focused,
Yeah.
and then dun, 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 dun. Is that the song? Dun, dun, dun.
Graduation episode.
That's a military song.
I think
anyway.
no, they do have a song, but I forgot.
That's tap song.
That's
playing.
congratulations.
Somebody died.
It's Post Malone now. Everybody said congratulations. Yeah, that's
But anyway, you did it. You got in there, and you were like, dun, 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 dun. And then you finished. What all went into your mindset jumping in and making it happen like a G should?
I just wanted to hurry up and get it over with. Like me personally, I probably could have taken some breaks and maybe like slow down my pace a little bit. But like each semester, I took like 5 to 6 classes, and I was trying to speed through the process. I wanted to get it over with like as soon as possible. I loved college, I did, but just the thought of just the 4-year process just seemed like really long to me. I was like, we're just gonna get to it.
There is a dark side to this gap year thing. It is also said that if you take like some breaks sometimes that
Yeah.
you might not come back.
I see, that's how I am. If I take a break, I'm going to get too comfortable and I'm probably not going to go back. So I might as well just, once I start, I'm going to keep finish. Just, yeah.
What do you think, Dale?
I personally, I needed a gap year. I'm kind of really, I wish I took a gap year. This is my first, I took my first semester in college. I needed a gap year. Yeah.
No, it's definitely a struggle, and especially when you first come out of high school, you're barely trying to figure everything out. You're like, okay, what am I gonna do with myself? Because a lot of people go to college and they don't even know what they like. I went to college, bro, and I'm majoring in criminal justice. But then I met Jovon, and I saw everything he's doing. And I'm like, well, I don't have to be working as probation officer, as this. I could go do, community service work, start my own nonprofit, go give back here. I didn't even know any of this when I first started college.
Your papa inspired you?
Come here,
Hey, there's nothing wrong with being a probation officer or anything like that, too, in the same way. Because like I am a big supporter of like jobs, industries, trades. Like if you want to go be a mechanic, you do that. And then there's cats that like, I'm a big into film and media and stuff, and I know cats that they never went to college for shooting, but they shoot way better than people that have. And vice versa, it could go both ways. So it's like, I'm just like a big proponent of like, what's in your heart? Like, do your thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Because whatever it is that's in your heart, that's probably the money maker. That's probably the destiny former. That's probably what's going to take you from now to next. That's what it is.
It's all about what you're passionate about. Because if you have your heart in it, you're going to put 110% into whatever you do. Because when I first started college, I didn't have the major that I graduated with like a couple weeks ago. I changed my major. I started off as an early childhood education major.
You did?
I still got the degree, but as I was transferring from BC to CSUB, I kind of realized I wasn't really passionate about it. And I had like a few talks with some friends, and they kind of told me about the business world, and I really, really liked it because I felt like when it comes to like being an entrepreneur, when it comes to marketing, there's a lot of creativity that's involved, and whatever passions I have, whatever interests I have, I can incorporate that into having my own business or working with other businesses and just expanding, and I really like that.
Oh,
so,
mija!
Yeah.
I was like, I love this talk. What about you? They went. What about you? What's your thought on this?
I mean, it's already been my first semester, and I already changed my major like 3 times. First it was psychology, then it was English, and now I'm going into sociology this new semester. So I guess like there's so many factors into like, I guess, because I'm still trying to figure out what my calling is. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. Like Desi, I guess when was it like when you find out that like this whole marketing, this whole business type of stuff was like your calling? I guess something you were really into. Because I'm still waiting for that to happen to me.
That's cool. That's cool. Times are different from everyone.
Yeah. It probably took me like 2.5 years to figure it out. Like once I started college, because I stuck with my first major for the 2 years, and I could have switched beforehand, but in my head, like I felt like I was gonna like take longer if I kept switching, so I didn't. I just stuck with it, even though I knew like I probably wanted to switch. And then once I switched, I went to business, and in business there's different concentrations. So I think first I was small business management, and then I changed it to marketing because I really liked that. I really liked the creativity aspect
I think
of
it kind of sucks to be like, yo, you're 17 and a half. How about you invest 100 G's worth of your life into what you want to do for the rest of your life, even though you're going to find out what you want to do for the rest of your life within the next 15 to 20 years. Anyway.
It's a lot of pressure.
And then you have to spend another 100 G's. Then you're going to be so much in debt that you can't actually do what you want to do, so then you're sad. It's like...
It's a lot of pressure.
It is a lot of pressure.
I think this, like, you know how they have this pipeline they talk about, like from high school to prison pipeline? I think we have like a pipeline that goes from high school to college that I think is good on the surface, but then also it doesn't leave much room for people to like really, like this is a pretty big investment you're about to do.
It's an expensive
Yeah,
pipeline.
if you need some years to figure it out or whatever, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think America, I love America, but I think in America we get so dogmatic about everything. It's like, you want to be a what? Hold on. Until this last year, they only made $28,000 a year. And they go like,
Dang, I don't want to do that.
I want to do that, you know?
It's like a soccer mom trying to put the kid on every activity to find out like what they like and stuff. And it's like almost, it's like exactly what you need, to be honest. So I just wish community colleges were more like accessible, kind of like less expensive, because if it was less expensive, then
I think they're for the low. I mean, I'm a resident. I was an AB 540. I mean, I thought it was because I'm AB 540, so I got free. You know, it was paid for. Yeah, so I got book grants. FAFSA came in clutch.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about FAFSA until one of my homies, bro. He comes up to me like, bro, my cousin's getting money to go to college, and I was like, what? He's like, she's getting paychecks, bro. Like, she gets money and she don't even, like, it's just for her. And I was like, bro, what the heck? Like,
Did you say money?
Yeah, bro. I was like,
hold on. It's fact time. Financial distress, according to InsideHire.com, is prevalent amongst undergraduates nationally. All right, 3 in 4 students are experiencing financial difficulties in the past year. Now, it also says that students reported high levels of financial and basic need, insecurity, and mental health challenges that impacted their performance and ability to work on coursework. 48% of students that experienced financial challenges while enrolled agreed that they had difficulty concentrating on academics because of their finances.
Not for sure.
I will get this computer and throw it out the window. Because that's exactly what we're all talking about. The bread, the money, the dinero, the dough, the Gucci, the loot, the chicken. Like that up.
not only are we expected to like actually, be on top of it, all of our grades and stuff. We're expected like to pay for it all and just be on top of on top of ourselves in terms of like finances and stuff. And it's a lot of pressure, dude. It's just so much like anxiety-inducing stuff. It's crazy.
I don't focus well broke. Anyone else?
No, yeah,
No,
me
no, no, I
either.
can't.
No.
You check that Wells Fargo account that says negative 5, and then they're like, all right, quiz time. You're all like, oh my God, I'm broke.
It's hard when you're a full-time student and then you have to balance that time management on top of working and not just one job. For the folks that work more than one job, it's a lot.
They're brave.
Yeah, you have to choose between study time, bread time, and then sleep, personal life. It's hard.
I mean, honestly, I feel for me, it's like, because I was going to BC full time, and then I worked at Panda full time, and then I also volunteered here. So I was doing all that, and sometimes you got to learn how to manage your time as well. Like, because a lot of people, I see a lot of college students now, like I was working with people at Panda. No shame to you guys, but you guys, like, you get your homework, right? Let's say, like, I get my homework. I don't wait till last minute to do it. I start doing it then and there. And then, like, throughout the days, I'll start doing it. So then when it's due, I already have it done. But a lot of kids, what they do is they get their homework, wait until the last day, and then you're panicking there. So
Procrastination.
yeah.
I am kids.
You feel me?
I am kids. I've done that many times,
Same.
and it never works out.
Bro, you stress more.
Look into the camera. Tell them.
I approve this message. Nah, y'all gotta get your work done fast, man. You do it sooner, trust me. The
Time
stress
management
is gonna be a whole lot less.
Gen Z doesn't want to take loans either. I noticed that all the Gen Zers I talk to, they don't want to take loans. But
I'm one of them.
You don't? Yeah.
I do not want the loan.
Right.
I don't
I want to say as debt free as possible.
Yeah, same.
I think some minorities are so used to having debt anyway. Like your mom already put the PG&E in your name when you were like 9. So you're like, I owe them. What, are they gonna come kill me? Like, nah, you going to jail? Nah. All right.
I've had credit since I was 8.
Which is sad. We do not approve that message. I think minority students are more apt, and this is not a statistic, but minority students that come from certain backgrounds are more apt to incur debt because they don't take debt as seriously. And then they try to hit the Mercedes-Benz car lot, and they're like, all right, that one. And the guy's like, and then you realize when you're older, but you already got the debt. So I think there's multiple ways, and I think what we're talking about right now, there are multiple ways to do something. I think time for change should be like one of the G's that really speak to like, there's multiple ways. We got youth that are in college. We got youth that aren't. Mm-hmm. We got youth that are on the career path. We got youth that are in trades. We got youth that are transitioning. We got youth from fellowship programs. We got all types of youth. Like there's more than one way. Don't let anybody pressure you into saying you have to do something a certain way. You can still make it crack. It's coming from a guy that failed out of college his first semester because all he wanted to do was produce and play piano. But I have passed triple digits in a year multiple times, although and in spite of that. So I just want to keep it real.
Yeah, that's true, man. And I mean, going back to what Dylan said about changing majors, like I said, I work at E, so one of the like advice I give to students that don't know, I tell them the first few years take your gen ed, because then your gen ed, like that way you're not taking any major courses, and you're not wasting money because then you change it.
Ooh, right.
So you take your gen ed, you get rid of all that, and then by then, okay, 2 years gone by, I did my gen ed. Okay, what do I want to do now?
You're a genius.
Yeah.
So
That's good.
Like when you
advice.
think about it, because I mean, and you know, shout out to Manuel Rosa as my advisor. That's what he told me too. You know, these guys, like, if you really go and look out to it, bro, there's people willing to help you. You just need to be willing to look for the resources. To every student out there, for sure. I mean, I didn't really take advantage of all the resources.
I'm not doing that right now. I need to get on top of that.
Yeah, bro. Like,
you just looked the homie. Word is
yeah, bro. So, I mean, honestly, the sky's the limit when you go to college.
You working, you going to school, but you need a personal life. Where does that come in? How does that come in?
Yeah, your you time, your rest.
How? Somebody talk about it.
Well,
None of y'all do it. That's why you guys look guilty.
I ain't never heard of that.
How do you do it?
Honestly, I was trying. It wasn't going that well because I didn't have that much personal time. I put all of my time towards like work and school. Only time I had was when I went to bed at night. So I would recommend if you try to time management. So maybe you don't have to take as much classes, like you don't have to max out your classes during the semester. You don't have to max out your hours during like for work. Like try to have like an even distribution of both, because at the end of the day, like your rest, your mental health is also just as important. Like you don't want to throw yourself under the bus
Burnout
because
is
you get burnout because if you're not well rested and if you're not feeling okay, you're not going to be able to put in the effort that you need to study and to work as hard as you want to work. So
I'm a binger.
yeah.
I'm a binger. I'll binge on school or whatever I was doing, and then after I can't take anymore, I'll like binge on like depression, or
That's
like
me.
binge on partying, or like binge on drinking, or binge on trying to get to LA every weekend. I was like that. So I was like 2 months, I would just be like out of the game, like depressed, sad, coping, unhealthily, and then I would go back and be like,
Back.
I'm back. And then do that for like 4 months. Like, I mean, I don't know. That's how I did it. Terrible. So I think Desi's way just helped even now, to make sure that I keep that personal time. Staff's always on me about it too. How about you?
Honestly, for me, I think the same thing. You know, I was like, my first few years at BC, it was just work, school.
Yeah.
I would never even have time to do anything else. Just work, school, homework. Literally 2 years straight. Because I took summer school too.
Oh, you did.
So I was like, there was 2 years, no break. But now I learned, like, you know, I've gone to do internships. You know, they give you a part-time job. So now you have more time. You can do your homework. I have time to go out with my family, go visit them. I have time to, you know, do all these things. So honestly, I feel like you just need to learn how to, you know, like you said, manage your time. You know, put some hours off to work, put some hours off to school, homework, and family, and then just keep it like that, bro. I mean, I'm a big family guy. No, I'm a big family. I'm a big family guy, so I love to spend time with my family. That's honestly, that's just me.
Go boy.
So
speaking of family, another big subject like under this subject is familial pressure. So to go to college, that's a really big one. So you guys feel like you're pressured by any like family or friends to like just?
My mom was like, what you want to go to college for? You need to get to work. You ain't about to make no money in college. I was like, I get financial aid. She was like, that's stupid.
Oh
You need to spend all that in school. You need to hurry up and get to work. You need to get your trade. You need to become a mechanic.
Your mom didn't want you to go to college?
Yes. I'll out her. I've been out here on the show so much. If she ever seen that, I'll be out the family. I don't care because it's true. You look, plumber, mechanic. Once again, no shade to any of those things. But if you know me now, you know I wasn't called to be that. But she's like, you better hurry up and get that bread because times are hard. And I was like, yeah, she's right. So that weighed on me tremendously. I know, it's pretty sad.
I feel like for me, it was like nobody in my family went to college. So it's like, I graduated high school. That was the limit. Like, you did it. You made it. You graduated high school.
Like graduating with a PhD.
You did it. Yeah, like for real. Like, you're the next doctor for sure. But now I'm in college, and now I feel like I'm the one that pressures myself now. I feel like I'm the one like, you got to go get it. You have to. You have to.
Yeah, heck yeah.
So, yeah.
My parents wanted me to go to college, especially my mom. She was like, yeah, she wanted me to become like a nurse, a lawyer, all those things that I didn't want to be. I wanted to go to school, but like she was the opposite of how your mom was. She would prefer me to go to school instead of work. Like if I wanted to I wanted my bread though. I wanted my money. So I did both. But yeah, I don't think she wouldn't have said anything if I didn't go, just as long as I was working. She just wants us to do something. Like if you're working, school, like
I didn't have a car back then either.
Oh, you didn't.
I don't even want to go there. We got a little bit of time left, but I want to play a quick game.
Okay.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm always ready.
Are you ready?
I think I'm ready.
I was born ready.
Stupid. You were born. All right. Favorite subject in college? Go.
What do you mean by that?
Like favorite
any
class you took, yeah.
English. This is crazy, but
favorite?
I love writing.
Favorito,
Yeah, no, I love writing.
Ah.
It's like that's your creative side, bro. As soon as I get to writing, bro, I'm just typing.
That's from that rapping.
I think so, bro.
See? Go.
Sociology.
Fire. Yeah. Whew. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I had a social media marketing class. It was really fun. We learned how to like make websites.
she's
We learned
doing
about like social media analytics. It was just really fun. Like we got to be creative, create campaigns.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fun.
Mine was all the counseling tracks that I did. Everything I did on counseling track helped me become like the person I am off screen and helping people in a different kind of way to really reach them. That was my favorite. Okay, thing you hated most about any professor? Go.
Their inconsistency in communication.
You better talk.
Bro, like they'll be like, you have to turn in your work, but then they don't assign something and they assign it late and they expect you to get it done still that day.
They're stupid,
Like,
huh?
bro, like
Say it. Say
bro,
they're
they
stupid.
are stupid.
Well, I also want to retweet that because that is so true. But I feel like unnecessarily long like tests. Like why do I have like 100 question test? I feel like that's kind of unnecessary.
That's so
And it's like a really
stupid.
short time frame. Like your time, you get like 30 seconds per question. You don't even get to think.
Go.
I had this really annoying, terrible English teacher. He did not use the online Canvas tool at all. It was terrible. He was so unorganized. I left a mean rape my professor message.
That's rough.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I be using that app, but I never
Yeah,
leave. I
me
never
too.
leave ratings.
Oh,
But I
I
should
love
start
ratings.
I
should
leave
start.
ratings.
I love the ratings.
I'd be like,
I hated biased professors that were biased and taught their bias to us in
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
philosophical situations. And it was so clear they were biased. It was like,
Bro,
why are you poisoning me for 2 hours? I'm dying.
I have a professor, bro. This semester, he told us, he was like, I never go to the east side. He's like, I have nothing to do over there. It's too dangerous for me. And I was just like, and in my head, I was like, you never tried good food then. But I was like, all right. But you see, they teach these things to you, bro. But you just got to learn how to pick your professors.
I'm looking for you unnamed professor.
can I say one more?
Yeah, whatever.
The cost of the parking permit. It's like $100 to park at
To
CSUB.
this day, I hate that. All right, last one. Did you ever go to a banging college party? Yes or no?
Nah.
Not yet.
No, I'm not a party girl.
I'm gonna be a party person.
Me neither.
You sure?
He lying. He lying. I went to all of them. He was throwing them.
That's why I cut down early on. I was on partying too much. Oh man. Well, you know what, dude? We had a dope time, but take us out of here, man.
Yeah, that's gonna be it for today's Voices for KERN episode. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Uno más.
Stay
Like
easy.
and subscribe.
to our YouTube channel on Spotify. You can also tune in Spotify anywhere you listen to podcasts. Voices for KERN. Thank you so much.